So we're here for day one of our trip to Hatfield. It's 8 o'clock. We rolled in here last night about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Took me 6.5 hours from central Pennsylvania to get to the bottom end of West Virginia here. And to be honest with you, I would have never imagined it took that long. It's not like a straight shot down though. It's cutting back and forth through the mountains, so it takes forever. Plus it was raining. Boy, it was shitty outside. Anyhow, as we started to roll in, like one of the things I noticed was like, man, these towns are beat to piss. Just like our, areas at home that are mined. That's how we get these trail systems, is these old mines get converted over. The mining, while still semi-active, is not like it used to be. They've stopped all this coal mining and everything all over the place, and so people don't have any money anymore. And when they don't have money, they don't have money to fix their houses. I don't know where they even work, to be honest with you. Down here, at home, at least you can travel within a reasonable distance and get somewhere to have a decent job. Down here, maybe that's the case, but it doesn't seem to be. And if it is, I don't know where the money's going. But, it's an outdoor paradise down here. They've got big bucks and deer everywhere and creeks and amazing views. So that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to go out. I'm going to try to show you some of these amazing views as we ride. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to just turn a GoPro on and just ride down the trails. I think enough people have made videos at Hatfield where they did that. That shit's kind of boring to me anymore. And so if it's boring to me, I'm not going to subject you to it. But I do want to document what it's like down here, and I kind of want to show you the places we go to eat. I will show you some of the riding, but I'm not gonna spend all day filming shit nobody wants to watch. So we survived today. Everybody says that this place is crazy, and I guess they're pretty much right to some degree. The trails are just straight up and down on the sides. I mean, there's certain sections, no doubt, if you lost control and went down over it, you're dead. The green trails, though, and the blue trails, for the most part, aren't that crazy. I mean, it's weird. Like, I would think of a green trail at home. Here, that's probably, like, At home, our blue trails are probably the green trails. Our black trails are probably the blue trails. And we haven't even touched a black trail, and I don't intend to. The switchbacks are absolutely insane. With a four-seater, it's like you come down, and a lot of times I'm having to pull up high and then back up and then go again. Like, it's so sharp that I can't just come down and cut right through it. The mud and with the rain it's like driving on ice. And so I'm coming down all these hills in low gear, holding it back, sometimes even low and four-wheel drive, trying to hold it back. At home, there's rock and stuff mixed into the trail. Here, it's like riding on grease. That's about as close as I can, make a comparison to it. So we spent like 7 hours out riding today, and then we ended up down at the bottom here in this barbecue joint. And you want to talk about a hole in the wall? That place is a hole in the wall. But what's really crazy is like it was non-stop slammed. The barbecue joint used to be up here at the resort we're staying at in these cabins right on Rockhouse here, and they moved it to the bottom of the mountain because nobody would come up here in the wintertime to go to eat at it. And so now they make barbecue and pizza in one shop at the bottom of the hill. I didn't try the pizza. It looked like it was okay, I guess. I mean, the pizzas that I make in my wood-fired oven would probably make that look like shit, honestly. But the people that ate pizza said it was pretty decent. The barbecue that I got the ribs, and they were pretty good. They definitely weren't like fresh off the smoker like some places you might get. But when you're out here in the middle of nowhere, overall I think it's pretty good. The people here are simple folks. I asked the dude, I'm like, are these maps that you're giving us paper, or are they on Ride Command? And he's like, what's Ride Command? So for anybody that doesn't know, Ride Command is Polaris's app, and it's free. You don't have to be a Polaris rider to use it. You can put it on a cell phone. And I saw people using paper maps all day long, and we used Ride Command, and Ride Command makes paper maps obsolete. It's the best shit in the world when it comes to riding on trails. You're not going to come out here and find good food that's like everywhere and available. You're not going to find gas everywhere and available. When you have a chance to get gas, stop and get gas. And honestly, bring a Blackstone, bring a grill, cook your own shit. The food's not that great. You can live on it, sure, you can buy it, but it wouldn't be my first choice. We got one more day, and I don't know what we're going to get into. It sounds like it might be a lot of blue trails tomorrow, and I'm just not a fan of those switchbacks, I'm not going to lie. It's so sketchy when it's wet. I'd imagine if it's dry, it's probably sketchy enough. Today was Friday, so the traffic wasn't bad, especially with it being wet. Tomorrow's Saturday. I'm going to say there's probably people that will drive here to ride for the day that aren't staying. Maybe the weather will keep them out again, but those blue trails, well, I shouldn't say the blue trails, the switchbacks with the mud, absolutely crazy. I don't like that at all. I mean, obviously we made it in one piece. It's just not my cup of tea. to say today was a little bit more my style. There wasn't any mud. Well, there was mud, but it wasn't everywhere you went. It wasn't like a non-stop, I'm going to slide through these turns and die type of situation like it was yesterday in the heavy rain. We went to Devil's Anse today, which is a connector between Rockhouse and what's the other big one? Anyhow, I forget what it is off the top of my head, but we didn't ride it anyhow, so it doesn't really matter because we never even got the whole way through Devil's Anse. We rode some roads today. Now, it's weird to run a buggy at highway speed when you're used to going down a trail at 10 miles an hour, but we finally got to run it. We were running like 60 at some points today. Went to this little museum, stopped in town, and like went to this like motorcycle parts place. They kind of had like oil change stuff and gear and whatnot. If I were to come here again to this system, I probably would not personally choose to stay at Rockhouse. I would probably stay at the Devil's Anse resort or whatever they call it, right in the middle, because it's in between both trail systems, so you'll have a better chance to kind of like pick and choose where you want to go. The trail system there too, like I'm pretty sure all the research I had done initially said that it was the more extreme one, and even looking at the map, it was all a blue trail, so I expected it to be at least as aggressive as yesterday. And I would have to say I'm kind of shocked that it wasn't rated a green and some of the trails in Rockhouse weren't rated blue. I think a lot of times the rating doesn't exactly matter. The other thing is like the maps, even on Ride Command, don't match up real well. And you'll see a turn that looks like it's going to be, you know, a 90 degree or more turn. And you'll get into it and it's beautiful. And then there's other turns that you'll show up to where they look like they're going to be reasonable. And they're the shittiest turns on the whole entire map. So you kind of got to take it with a grain of salt. I recorded our rides on Ride Command for day 1 and day 2. Day 1 is Rockhouse, day 2 is Devil's Anse. And if anybody's interested in it, let me know in the comments, and I'll put the links to the files from Ride Command, and you can pull them down and follow the same trails that we did. We went through a little bit of aggressive stuff, but there wasn't anything that I thought was like 100% scary. The Devil's Anse system seemed like it was better maintained. It had a lot more places where you could get off to the side and let other traffic come by, which was good because there was definitely more traffic today with it being Saturday like we predicted there was going to be. And we had to pull over quite a few times and let people by. You got to watch because some people come up really hot, and it doesn't surprise me that there's accidents that happen here every year. I would say the majority of people ride with, consideration that they're two-way trails and anybody can be coming at any point in time. If I come back to Hatfield, I think I might try a different system. I might try the northern system. I think Pocahontas looked like it would be pretty good. It would be more like home, like I'm used to riding at home. And that's kind of what Devil's Anse was more like. It was more like riding at home. A lot more in the valleys and down lower instead of being so up high and everything being straight down cliffs everywhere you look. I'm pretty sure Lisa liked it better too. I think the biggest takeaway from today was just how shitty it can be when there's a lot of rain and everything's soaking wet. It just makes everything twice as complicated as it normally would be. Today was great. If I'd rode what I rode today and left, I'd be like, yeah, this is great. Come wherever. But I rode Rockhouse yesterday and Devil's Anse today, and so if I were coming, I would definitely start on Devil's Anse. Go there first, get warmed up, because like I said, if you go there and you don't like that, you're definitely not going to like Rockhouse, even the green trails. The green trails on Rockhouse are the blue trails at Devil's Anse, and they're much skinnier, and they're harder to pass, and there's more switchbacks. It's just a totally different system. But yeah, we're gonna hang out tonight, have a fire, drink a couple beers. We're gonna go to the distributor, or not the distributor, the distillery down here at the bottom of the campground. We're gonna take the truck down, visit that quick, and then tomorrow morning we're gonna get up and eat breakfast and pack up and drive the 7 hours home and The buggy's a mess. I'm sure by the time I get home, the trailer will be a mess. I'll have to clean all that up again. Get everything cleaned up, put away. Probably going to take a little break on riding. We've been riding a lot. I kind of want to fish, swim, other shit outside. I need a break. Rock run, followed by Hatfield, and the regular rides that we've done already at home. It's time to tone it down for a little bit, go do something else.